Hey guys, welcome back. This is another episode of my First Impressions series. This is the Collider 2, which just came out today, the 19th of April. So um, I'm here in the options menu right now. This is a VR open game. You don't have to have VR to play it. I obviously don't have VR. I mean, if you guys want to send me one, that would be great. But this is VR ready, and it's one of the first VR games. Definitely not the first, but it's one of the first to come out. So, looking at Hangar, looks like I can buy all of this different stuff. So let's go ahead and start. I want to go through the tutorial. Yes. Okay. I love space games too. So, okay. So you use your mouse to move, and looks like you boost with left click. This would be crazy in VR. I couldn't imagine doing that. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot faster paced than the main game past the tutorial. Oh, I explode if I use too much boost. Alright. Okay, so missions. That's interesting. I wish I would have known that. Use the boost to meet deadline times. Okay. Since I didn't get the opportunity to finish the tutorial, I don't know if I can go on my side or anything. Ooh, that was close. Alright, so I got 3 out of 3 from what it appears here. It's got like the Angry Birds style system for that. And I could see this being transferred over to mobile if it's not there already. Maybe not look as good on there, but there's definitely some pixelation on the bottom of the ship that you notice sometimes. I might have to play around with settings in a second and see if there's something to change that with. Alright, so I didn't get 3 on that one. I did get 611 coins. The coins look like you use it to buy new colors from what it appears. I don't know if there's anything else you can get with that, but we will see in a second. So, what, I guess that would pretty much be the loading screen. It's, I'm sure it does get pretty repetitive. Okay, it auto shoots. I'm not sure if I have to point towards it for it to do that or not, but oh. And I'm assuming I pretty much have to slow down in front of these guys so it doesn't just fly past it. Oh well. I did get all the things, but I did hit the wall one time, so. The blaster sounds and the music in some cases seems to be at least inspired by Star Wars. I'll give them that. It's got the orchestra feel to it. Okay. That seemed a lot like the first mission. See, I'm kind of afraid of how repetitive this might get, though. I mean, the menu system obviously is just set up. Let me check video settings really quick. VSync, I think it went ahead and picked all of the things that I'm supposed to have already. So this is just buying power-ups for upgrades. Either that or it's like upgrading the... Okay, so it looks like... Yeah, it increases the duration of the power-ups. So let's say I just want that. I want some of those. Okay. And then the hanger... Oh, okay, so you can purchase extra things here. It doesn't look... Yeah, these just are colors over here, but there's different ships that you can buy. Ships look like they've been pretty well designed. Let's see. But you have to unlock different sectors to get to these anyways. Mission mode. There's a survival mode too. Let me try and do this one again since I only got 2 out of the 3 stars. I already get 3 stars on this one? Alright, so... Well, there's my 3. Menu... I think I should have just clicked missions there. Play. Yeah, let's do 1-4 again. Oh, and it gives you all 3 to start with, I believe, actually. And then that's just the time that you get for in the corner to finish this and continue with 3. Alright, so I have 14 seconds to finish this. Alright, so that... Oh, that was... Oh, it was so close. I could probably try it again and get it, but... Let's just continue on with... I go to 1-9 here. It's weird. This time it didn't give me the 3 to start with. I think it might have been because I had already done the other ones. I don't know. Oh, I should have saved that boost for that. So I don't know specifically how much this game is going to cost, but for a few dollars I could see it. I don't really see if this was to cost, say, more than like $5 or $6, I couldn't really justify this unless this is just your kind of game. You know, if it's your kind of game, then go for it. I have nothing to argue with on that. It seems fairly polished, but it's kind of an idea that has been used a lot with the these dodge mechanics and everything. It doesn't look like you have more of a like turning system and stuff like that. I don't believe you do. I'm trying all the buttons trying to see, but I think it's completely mouse controlled. And even mouse controlled, it's only left click and moving your mouse, so. I mean, I'm enjoying it either way, but I just couldn't see this having a massive amount of replayability by any means. Alright, got 2 stars for that. It put me in Sector 2. Huh, okay. Let me go back and see if I can afford to buy this other ship. Yes, I can. Then I can, okay, cannot actually do that. Alright, so let's jump into Sector 2. Start this out. Pretty sure this is the ship I started with, not the... Okay, so they did add spinning targets, which is nice. I like the background of like all the gears moving and everything. That seemed to stop right as it got to me. Alright, so... Almost got 3. I wish it had like a next, you know, it pops up and says next mission. Instead of having to go into missions and then pick the one that you want. See, this is the same as last one, though. From what I can tell. Wow. Okay, so that was my first death, actually. Restart that one. So, I mean, they do clearly add new mechanics to it. Later in the game, I'm sure there's even more advanced, obviously. So... I mean, what it does well, honestly. It's just not very feature-packed. It's not a new, you know, great game that just came out. It's honestly, like, I find it enjoyable, but it's kind of meh, you know? There's other games that do this also that might have more features, might have just anything... a myriad of other possibilities with them. I mean, I like... Oh, well. I want to say the art style, but it's not so much an art style. It's just, you know... I like spaceships anyways, so... I like space in general. Okay, so I do have to point at it. Oh, that was close. Which makes that a little more complicated, but... Oh. Alright, so I'm stuck on like 1 right now. Almost 2 bars. Alright, so let's try one more. See how this one turns out. I mean, it really does look like it's transferred over from mobile, though, honestly. Not in a bad way. I mean, it was ported well, if it was. It's just one of those games where It just feels like it's gonna be a nobody's gonna ask you like, oh, cool, what's that game or whatever. It's just gonna be, it doesn't really have a ton of personality. It's just it is what it is, but that's just not a game that a lot of people would really play for that long. And I mean, honestly, the other games that I've played on this in this series, I've struggled to keep them under 30 minutes. With this one, I feel like that was a wrap like 4 or 5 minutes ago. So my final thoughts on my first impressions: does what it does well, but what it does isn't much. It's very mobile-y, like all of the upgrade system is mobile. I would definitely play this on mobile. I would play this constantly on mobile. But I just couldn't see really, unless I was in this specific mood, picking this up and playing it constantly. Now with VR, I'm sure it's a completely different experience. So if you have VR, I mean, I'm not sure how much money it's going to be when it comes out, or now that it is out. Let me check really quick and see if it's on here. If it'll tell me. Okay, so put this in perspective a little bit. The game is $10, so that's not really too big of a price to pay for this. That is a game that's optimized for the Vive and the Oculus right now. I think it does what it does fairly well. Not a bad game. I think it would be much better on mobile or VR. So that is my final thoughts on this game. If you like this kind of game, then pick it up. It wasn't bad. For $10, still not bad. I'm sure it'll go on sale multiple times. So just keep your eyes open, and you can get a fairly good deal on this. So that is it, and I will see you guys next time.